Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the show that's on in the afternoon. Very excited about today's show.
Super cool initiative coming into play.
Yes,
I like
man.
this.
Some great things happening in the city of St. Augustine with, we've got a really cool bike share program.
Yes, sir.
And this is exciting because this happens in a lot of popular cities around the country.
Right.
But we haven't really had a full-fledged version here.
This is going to be a great service for everybody.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so, man. I've been saying we needed this for years. I'm glad it's finally happening.
They listened to you for once.
I don't know that they listen to me.
Your added suggestion adds fuel to the fire of success.
Okay, sure. We'll go with that. Ian Guthrie is joining us. He's the owner and creator of Drifters Rentals. We'll talk to him in a couple of minutes, as well as Reuben Franklin.
All right.
He's the city manager.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So we'll talk to both of these guys very, very soon. You the city manager or the assistant city manager?
Assistant city
manager. I thought so.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
there we go.
that's fine. I moved
we gave you a bigger title.
I moved you up a little bit. Sorry about that.
You get paid a little bit more today, Reuben.
My apologies.
How about that?
Yeah. Fancier parking spot. What is it? I mean,
That's
really,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
I'm just kidding.
All right. So we will talk to them in just a couple of minutes. I think this is really exciting. I'm excited about this chat, man. And we will get into that. Your funnies, your horoscopes, all the good stuff you love about this show, and more. Right after we tell you about our great friends at Bozard Ford Lincoln. Been the best in the business since 1949. Where they're more than just a dealership. They're, of course, a family-owned beacon of trust right here in St. Augustine, and we're very lucky to have a place like Bozard Ford Lincoln here in St. Augustine. They were founded on honesty, integrity, and community service, and boy, do those traditions hold true to this very day. They've got an amazing service facility, state-of-the-art, in fact, 91 climate-controlled bays. Nobody has that. A quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance, and you can always enjoy the comforts of their customer lounge and the unique flavors of Ford's Garage. I'm a fan of so much of their food down there at Ford's Garage.
Yeah, it's amazing.
They're always winning awards. They're always the dealer of the year. I mean, you just can't beat them. They're always like in the top 5 of all the dealers in the nation, like every dealer in the nation. It's very impressive, man. They take it seriously what they do out there at Bozard Ford Lincoln, and you'll realize that as soon as you step on the campus. They're just off I-95 and State Road 16, where your satisfaction is their mission, and they are driven to inspire.
Yeah, they are.
Also, our friends at the Bailey Group.
Hey.
They provide custom solutions for happy, healthy employees. Building the perfect plan to attract high-performing and loyal employees can be hard. Making sure that plan meets legal, regulatory, and other requirements is even tougher. You need a program that is designed for you, not an off-the-shelf cookie-cutter package. You need something that's designed for your size, your location, your number of employees, your demographics, your type of business. Finding the right solution depends on having a different perspective that's going to help you see the bigger picture as well as those intricate little details. And that's, of course, where the Bailey Group comes into the picture. They bring you the right people, the tech, the experience, and the insights to help you do and see so much more. They really do strive to take the headaches out of the process. Give them a call. Let them do that for you. 904-461-1800. All right. Ian, Reuben, officially. Gentlemen, how are y'all doing this morning?
Doing great. How are you?
Good.
Doing great.
Good. Even though we mispronounced your title. Very sorry.
That's
about
okay.
That, one day, I'll get all the information associated with you.
You got the name
exactly
correct,
right,
so.
sir. Yeah, that's right.
We're getting there. B students need love too.
That's right. Well, so do D students, and that's me.
Well, yeah.
Drifters. Let's talk about Drifters.
Yeah.
Your company started in 2017, huh?
Yep. Yeah.
Talk to me about how this concept came about.
Yes. I mean, really, it evolved pretty naturally. In 2017 started it, and it's just been a delivery-based service for bikes and beach goods. And out of that, over the years, I realized that I was kind of the first line of telling these people that are visiting our town, like what to do, where to go, and what they should do to really, truly experience what we have to offer here. And as we all know, the core of what we have in St. Augustine is really brought to you by all of our local businesses. That's what makes it so unique. That's what really brings so much character to what we have. And so with that kind of evolving over the years, I wanted to have something that brought these people directly to their businesses. So I started that Outpost program. And that was a lot of fun. But then I started having limits with that, with real estate, resources, and it was great, but it was, take the bike out, bring it back to the original station, which is good, but I wanted it to be much more. And then over the years, with things kind of evolving to where the software, the bikes, everything is kind of bumped up to where launching this program and kind of marrying it with the outpost of bringing people directly to businesses it's perfect timing for it now. So when that was going on with the outpost, that basically lined me up to approach the city, and then over the years they put the bid out, and then now I'm jumping in and doing the contract for that.
I'm just curious, did you have like an experience out of town like that you were like, wow, I've got to bring this to St. Augustine? Was there an inspiration there?
Honestly, the inspiration just came from here.
Cool.
I mean, going out of town, you see it, but out of town, if anything, it brought the light of there's bikes, you can jump on them, you can ride around.
Mm-hmm.
There was really no direct thing with it. It was just like, get on it, ride around. But I wanted this one, and we got a unique city, and for things to work here, you kind of have to tailor to what we have.
Yeah.
And I think for something to really thrive here, it should be more of a community focus. Instead of it being bikes that are placed, I want people to get on this app, get on a bike, and then I'm going to get it customized to where it's basically, you look at where to eat and drink, what to experience, what to explore. And so when you're on there, you're going to have a direct connection to be able to see where to go, what to do.
And drift around town.
Exactly.
I love this.
So yeah,
That's a great idea. And is it just for, I imagine it's pretty much centralized in the core of downtown St. Augustine, right? Or does it kind of extend out?
It extends out.
What's kind of the boundaries?
It's the core of, the historic downtown, going up to Uptown, Lincolnville, and then bridges out over into the island. So the furthest it'll be on the island side will be where my shop is. There'll be a station there. But as far as the key 14 locations that we're doing throughout the city, right now, the established point that we have is right out in front of Osprey and Old Coast Ales.
Nice.
Sure.
Very
Great.
cool.
So, Reuben, I know this is something that the city has been talking about for years, right? I mean, just in kind of conversations, what spurred you guys to finally say, okay, let's do this. Let's work with a company. Let's get a program like this in place for the city.
Well, it's an important part of our mobility program and long-range plan for the city of St. Augustine. And just one point of correction, we did have a bike share program, but it didn't work. There was a couple of reasons for that. It was a big corporate structure. They were throughout many other cities, and
again, we're just different.
Yeah.
We don't fit the mold of that corporate structure all the time.
Exactly. Yeah. So what I really like about this is we put the advertisement out. Ian's a local business owner in town. He knows the town. He has relationships with businesses and residents around. So I was really happy that we're at this point to get the bike share program, his bike share program, up and running. It fits into what the city's doing with our long-range mobility. It's a way for people to engage and access the city without getting into a motor vehicle and driving around.
Yeah.
Walking, biking are great ways to see the city of St. Augustine and go to local restaurants and shops and things of that nature. So really excited, and I'm excited that it's run by a local here. So
what sort of challenges did you guys have to make sure in this second round of going through this to make sure that it irons out and it's efficient?
The big part was trying to target somebody local here. Ian had approached us back. Unfortunately, he had missed that first advertisement. But we had a nice discussion then when that occurred, and said, look, if this doesn't work out, then we're going to put it back on the street because it's important for the city.
Okay.
Cool.
And so Ian came back at the second round and submitted his proposal, and we awarded the contract to Ian. And so now we're in the throes of what the city does, and that is the city provides the public space for the bike share hubs throughout the city. We have the ability through that for Ian to go out and raise sponsorships to help fund the program, but the city's role in it is providing the public spaces. After that, it's Drifters, it's Ian's show to manage and run the bike share. We also have it to where he can expand outside of city limits too. So in the future, probably that connection to the beach and St. Augustine makes a whole lot of sense. His office is located in St. Augustine Beach, so he'll already have one hub there, but if we're successful, we can see this branching out to maybe Volano, St. Augustine Beach.
Oh, yeah.
So that's awesome.
So how many kind of stations do you have currently? And are you planning to expand that here coming up soon?
Yeah, so I've basically absorbed the majority of the outposts that I've had existing. I've downgraded that, and I've only got a couple out there. But at one point, I had 9 locations. There's around 30 something bikes out. But right now, there's currently only ones at my shop and at the local inn. And as the program develops, there'll be 14 key tower stations. And as Reuben was saying, being able to expand onto Volano and closer to where my shop is, we'll have those key tower locations, but I'm also going to have a similar outpost thing, basically single bike rack stations at businesses, at shops. So there'll be the large towers, and then there's spots to where you can go directly to a business and dock up and go there. So it'll kind of be a little bit of what it was and with the new, and just kind of bringing those two together to make a collaborative system.
So I got to ask, like, what do you do about security with the bikes? Like, how does that all work?
That's a good question. I've always wondered about that, right? How doesn't somebody just drive that in the back of a U-Haul and take off with a brand new bike?
Right. You got to think about all those things.
Right.
You got to think about the worst customer, and
you never know.
You have to tailor it around that person to prevent all those things. So the last thing we want are bikes just being left wherever, on the city side as a local and as a business owner. So with the system itself, it's a really basic thing. You set up your profile, and within that, you allow the system to Bluetooth and cameras. So when you access a bike, you're unlocking it. It's now a deed with you. So when you're returning the bike, you're docking it to a station. It's locking up with a cable, and then you also confirm that it's locked up by taking a quick photo.
Got it. Okay.
So those are systems that it saves the customer. It gives them the proof of, no, I did return it. It is locked up. And on my end, it just reassures that, the system is used the way it should be.
Okay.
How many bikes in total do you have?
For the system that's going to be launched, we're looking at around 100, and 88 or so will be pedal bikes, and then we're going to sprinkle in a few e-bikes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
That'll be huge. That's
the bikes
a
are
great
very
idea.
cool. They're really cool. He took me on a ride on one the other day, and they're nice. They're really nice.
Do you have a bicycle built for two?
No, I do not.
I was just thinking of you and Reuben just kind of riding through the city. With some 80s sitcom music playing,
We were on our own bikes.
Someone knock on the door.
Right?
Unofficial.
Awesome, man.
Big smiles, big waves.
Right, exactly.
But you could break into the bike share program by having a dual seaters, though.
There you go. I bet people would take you up on that. Honestly, that might be a popular one to have a couple.
Of course, royalties
couple
coming to
bikes
you.
for two there.
That'll be my sponsorship for you guys.
Well, speaking of sponsorship, let's talk about how that works, because obviously that's going to be a very important part of this. This will be a great way, I think, for businesses to get their name out there while people are in the process of exploring the city anyway, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. It's really just with the sponsorship, your brand will be recognized, not only being a part of this initiative for the city, but also you'll be out there viewed with little billboards on the
That's awesome.
on the bike. So on 3 sides on the baskets, you'll have your branding on there, rolling all around town, as well as on the tower at these stations, within the app, on the website. And we're going to be doing a lot of sponsorship highlights through social, and just really promoting the businesses involved that make this happen. And the sponsorships aren't one that it's an annual thing and it's going to be exchanged. The sponsors that jump in now will have a lifetime sponsorship within this program.
Wow, okay.
So
Usually it's a subscription, so this is cool.
Right,
okay.
yeah. There'll be an annual just to give a refresher on the signs, but this whole system is really designed to just be full community involvement. So we're for the sponsorship, the businesses involved, they get to, promote their business in a really unique, innovative way of having their brand all around town. And with these bikes out and about, the idea is to have these riding around to just boost local business commerce on things, and really having a drive.
Go. Yeah,
where to go, what to do, instead of just like, I'm on a bike, great, now what?
Now, is it family friendly? What if I got kids?
Kids, the bikes, I mean, they are pretty universal on size. It's really 4'10" and to 6'3".
Okay.
They're the range on these bikes. So I mean,
Throw
for
the kid in the basket,
kids,
essentially.
throw them in the front basket. No, it's really 18 and up, and if they have someone riding with, then a guardian, then they can ride with that person. But yeah, that's just like any other city bike thing. It's not like you can go to New York and have a 6-year-old riding on those.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Well, Reuben, this has to be really exciting for the city. I mean, not only are you getting a great local steward involved in this, obviously, Ian, a great guy who knows our community, knows where to send people, can help promote other businesses. But this is knocking out a big thing on you guys' checklist, and all in a good way.
Yeah, you're 100% correct. We get the bike share program up and running. That mixes in with our Star Circulator that we have running in the city now.
Right.
We got big capital improvement projects with re-envisioning King Street and Cathedral, and walkability and bikeability in the city of St. Augustine. So yeah, this is one of those pieces of the puzzle that I'm thrilled that we have Ian on board to work the program for us.
So will this all go up at the same time, all the different stations, or will they gradually, because there are some changes like you just said?
We're leaving that up to Ian to see what, we want him to be as successful as possible. So we want him to be comfortable with how he launches the system.
Yeah, I want that to be all at once. So
Awesome.
I guess the legwork up front a lot has been done, and there's still quite a bit to do. Right now we've got basically everything in place to go. I've worked with this company up in New York, Priority Bicycles, and we've customized these bikes inside and out, top to bottom. So what we're going to have here is only going to be here in St. Augustine, which is a really cool thing.
That is.
And I don't know if that's anywhere else, So from the software side to the bikes that we're actually going to have out here is really customized to our town. And I want to have this to where everything's out, launched all at once. So sponsors, I've gotten some on board. I'm keeping everything pretty close to the chest until we're ready to launch.
Yeah.
But there's still, spots available for sponsors to come in and get involved in this. And the idea is to just have a fun, big reveal and ribbon cutting and get everything out and available and live. And
You got a vague timeline on that, or that to be determined?
2026.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Is the timeline for that. So we want to get it out there as soon as possible, but also, not rush anything.
Right. Right. You want to make sure it's all right. It's all perfect before you.
Yeah. So
launch
with the software, that's where everything, basically it's solid, but I just want to customize it I'm calling it spot on the map for these businesses to be able to promote themselves and really highlight what to do, where to go, what to eat and drink and all that stuff. So there's some things to work out, but that's the fun stuff.
Yeah.
And those are the things that are really bring purpose to it instead of it just, getting on a bike and rolling around. It's really just going to drive people to go to these businesses around town.
Especially with the new boat drinks that just opened up. That is going to be
There you go.
killer amazing. Yes. But
Fun
tell me
spot.
about pricing. What does that look like? Is it a day service? Is it hourly? What does that look like?
So in a lot of cities, and this is something like we were talking about, what inspired me to do this. I think if anything, it was more of like, as I traveled to other cities, realizing like what I would not want to do and it being a unique spot in St. Augustine, what happens and what works in some places would just crumble here or not be well received. So I don't want people to get on a bike and feel like they're watching the time. So I'm going to do a flat hourly rate where the first hour is let's say it's not set, but it's let's say first hour is $10, and then every hour after that would be like $3.50, $4 or something like that. So you're not sitting there watching the clock, because if you go in some of these systems, it's by the minute, and you have the bike for 20 minutes and you're spending $30.
Right.
Yeah, I'd be anxious the whole time if it's
Just
counting me down
where's the
by the
next
minute.
station? Where then you're looking at where's another docking spot. I really want this to be something where people can get on the bike and just ride around and not feel rushed to go anywhere and really enjoy the experience.
Because that's what you want on a bike
That's exactly
ride,
what you
right?
want to
You
do.
want a
Yeah.
relaxing bike ride.
Yeah.
I have to imagine, maybe you're doing this, maybe you're not, but is there an opportunity for like a business to kind of sponsor and become an outpost and kind of receive all the benefits? Of being
exactly.
An outpost?
So let's say you're a shop, a restaurant in town, or a business that's, centrally located in the area, and you just want to have people, coming and going. You can become a sponsor, and within that, you can have your spot on the map as well, where it highlights your location.
Okay.
And so you can have a tower, and we'll also throw in single docking stations. So it wouldn't be the big tower rack station that we'll have out there. It'll be individual bike locks to where, you can go in and bring people directly to your door.
No, I think that's great because just like you just said, it brings people directly to the door. It gives you more stations to the people can park bikes. And
the idea is really just having, at least double the amount of docking stations as there are bikes. So I really don't want people to be stressing on where they can return one. There's always going to be something available around the corner. And the best part about that is the spot around the corner will be somewhere that you want to check out, eat, drink, shop, whatever. So that's
there's so many opportunities here to make this amazing. Like you can even do like selfie scavenger hunts and you do crazy cool things.
Yeah, the
like
things that we can and then sing out loud. I mean, there's a ton of things, and then there's the music, the Lincolnville Porch Fest. There's so much that the city already provides, and this just gives a fun, easy way to really just pop around.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking like, oh, that's kind of a long walk. I don't want to look for parking. I don't want to get back in the car.
Right.
So this just, and nothing's really that far.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's in between. It's like, it's close enough to where you're like, should we drive? But then you think of the walk and like, get on a bike. Yes.
Boom. Yeah. Nice.
I love it. This is such a great idea. It seems like such a great partnership. I'm glad that you guys are both excited about this partnership.
And it's gonna be great.
It seems like the perfect fit.
I'm glad you said sing out loud. Can you like reserve way ahead of time?
No.
Okay. I'm glad I'm asking these good questions.
No, because it's really, you gotta, so with that connection of your phone with this app system, you have to be in range. So basically you have to be by the bike in order to unlock it and go, because you don't want to be having people that are just reserving it while they're just sitting around and then finally getting to their bike.
Waiting for Troy Blevins to take the bike. I mean, you know how that be. Oh, yeah. I get it. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So Ian, tell everybody where they can find you, where they can search Drifters, where they can keep up with all the progress.
Yeah. So I've got a website, drifterscitybike.com, and that'll be where, you can reach out to me directly through our email. That's hello@drifterscitybike. And if you're interested in becoming a sponsor, getting involved in this, the sooner the better, because spots are going. And if you want to lock in this spot, again, it's a lifetime sponsorship. So it's not something that's, you're having to maintain your spot with this. You're forever recognized as being a sponsor in this initiative for this city.
And an eco-friendly company. That's awesome.
Yeah. So through that site, we'll be putting up things as things progress. But right now you can see the bikes that we'll have and a general concept of what's going on and a way to get in touch.
This is cool.
It is.
Yeah, thanks.
It's huge. It's huge. And Reuben, you see this as a real solution for solving some of our traffic woes in downtown, right?
Yeah, anytime you can get people out of their cars and walking and biking around town, that's a win. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to it, and we'll invite you guys to the ribbon cutting.
That'd be awesome.
Cool. Yeah. I love that.
I also want to see Troy on a bike, too.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yes, I'll pay money for it. Yes. I might sponsor a bike,
Why do I just want to get him in a Wicked Witch of the West outfit?
Yeah, right. Oh, pretty. It's on brand. Wicked's big. Yeah.
That's right. There you go. Thank you all very much for coming in. This is great talk. I'm really excited about this program, and I think it's going to be great for the city of St. Augustine, for everybody involved, really.
Yeah, for locals and tourists coming in, it's going to be solid.
I'm excited. Cool. Yeah, this is great.
This is great, man. You guys got to keep your eyes out for this. This is just going to be huge for the city. Ian, Reuben, thank y'all so much.
Yeah,
thank you.
Appreciate your time.
Excellent chat.
This is great. The city's really needed this for a long time, and it seems like Ian's the guy to really put it together, man. I like that it's a local doing this, because I think to Reuben's point, we try so many things with the national corporations sometimes, and it's just St. Augustine is so unique.
Yes,
really it is. You travel anywhere else in the world, and you really realize how unique we are here. Mm-hmm. So to have a local who knows the environment, who knows how our city works, it's the perfect fit.
And I like that the city supported that too. I think that's a really great partnership right there. It's gonna be great.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be very successful. Hey, got to give a shout out to our friends at the Old Town Trolley. A significant part of Old Town Trolley's philosophy, giving back to the communities in which they serve. They are proud to offer their sincere appreciation and support for organizations like our St. Johns County Schools, Patriot Service Dogs, And, you know, they're still very big into the autism designation. Dave was just talking about this recently. I saw a video of him talking about this recently.
Yes.
And this is something they are very, very passionate about and very invested in.
Just inspired the Lighthouse. This is amazing what they started.
Yeah, man. It really is a movement. And you can credit Old Town Trolley and Dave Chatterton for a lot of that. And his amazing team as well. I think Dave will be the first to tell you that his team really, he's got a powerful team. And they really can make anything happen, man. So very cool. They can also, you know, they can make your ride more convenient in downtown. Check them out there. The Old Town Trolleys there, the green trains. We love them.
Talk about an awesome team. We got Steve Chapman's All-American Air. They've been serving St. Augustine and St. Johns County. They take great pride in providing quality service and installations, in turn gaining a customer for life. All-American Air can match any price, but no one can match their quality and their service. Our friends at Steve Chapman's All-American Air will take exceptional care of your home unit. You got to ask yourself, when was the last time somebody came over, gave you a good checkup, make sure everything's running efficiently. 904-461-0070.
And, of course, our friends at Bin 39, they have quietly existed within the hustle and bustle of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. They have a spectacular courtyard. It's wonderful this time of year. And they have it's a great atmosphere, perfect for an intimate gathering or a spontaneous after-work unwind. They have 95 plus wines, and that's just an amazing selection from all across the world. Irving and the family and the staff down there are second to none as far as the wine business here in St. Johns County. You got to check them out. Bin 39 there at 4 St. George Street. If you want to give them a call, 904-827-5740. Horoscope time! Ooh. Libra and Aquarius. Libra. Balancing your priorities will be as simple as stacking marbles while balancing on a unicycle in a hurricane.
Whoa, jeez.
Everyone wants a piece of your time, leaving you floundering like a pancake in a windstorm. Every decision you make today will feel like choosing between sleeping on a bed of nails or taking a nap on a bed of fire ants. I'll take the nails. I heard that's actually pretty comfortable. Yeah. It's not a bad sleep.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if the scales tip toward disorder and you find yourself daydreaming about a life that makes sense, which, spoiler alert, yours never will. Never. You don't even have a chance for redemption. Never.
Never.
All right, Aquarius. You will feel like a misunderstood genius in a world that insists on seeing you as an antagonist in a predictable plot. Your bright ideas will be about as welcome as a porcupine in a balloon factory. Every attempt to innovate or make the world understand your vision feels like yelling into the void. Friends will keep asking for advice you don't give because you really just wanted some quiet time with your collection of new yet undefined hobbies, which you'll likely never complete.
Yeah.
Rough.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting anything done and everybody hates you. Jeez.
Well, here might be an opportunity for you. We have the St. Johns County Surplus Vehicle in-person auction.
I love these.
Produced by Great Expectations Realty and Auction. Yes. So save the date. Coming up May 17th on Saturday, which the start time is 10 a.m. Preview time is 8 to 10. Of course, we know this is on 2416 Dobbs Road. Avoid the demons.
That's right.
Yeah, this is going to be great. Early preview days on Friday. So yeah, check this out. Go to Great Expectations Auction and Realty for more information. But yeah, St. Johns County Surplus Vehicle in-person auction.
Lots of fire trucks. I can see the yard on my drive home. Lots of fire trucks.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Lots of big trucks, man.
Trade in your ambulance, maybe. I know, I shouldn't have brought it up. Okay, next up, St. Augustine Shrine Club. St. Augustine Shrine Club has Fried Chicken Nights of 2025 this Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. This is an awesome moment where the Shrine Club is back with their greatest tasting fried chicken and sides for 2025. Enjoy a plate of fried chicken with 2 sides, cornbread, sweet tea, and dessert for only $14. 15 if you're using a credit card.
Wow.
You might even be able to find some free chicken livers and gizzards by the bar. That sounds fun. Additional beverages at the bar are also for more charges. But yeah, very, very cool. Check out the St. Augustine Shrine Club this Friday, 4 to 7 p.m.
Gizzards. I don't know what they are, but they don't sound good.
They need to be rebranded.
They really do.
Yeah.
Gizzard is just not a good appetizing word.
No, it just sounds like a Missy Elliott song. Yeah. All right. Next up, Sons and Daughters of Italy in America. Welcome here to town. This is wonderful. On save this date, Sunday, April 6th, 9 to 2 p.m. Place your order or pre-ordering for a $10 hot, fresh sausage and pepper sub from the Sons and Daughters of Italy. This is, again, happening Sunday, April 6th. Delivery for orders of 5 or more. You can call 904-507-9183. All funds will go to the bocce ball court rebuild efforts at the St. Augustine Beach Pier. I know my people love some bocce ball.
That's right. There you go.
Yeah, and sausage and pepper sandwich. You got to go for $10. Let's go. Yes. Pick up at the St. Anastasia Catholic Church. Of course, that's on A1A South. Yeah, check that out. Pretty cool. And save those bocce ball courts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool, man. Thank you.
Tasty events today.
You can also save your face.
Love it.
With a lace, where you can refresh, rejuvenate, and glow. Hydrofacials, Botox, dermal fillers, laser treatments, all of it in a state-of-the-art facility with the best expert providers. Check them out at elace.com or follow at Elace Med Spa on Instagram for beauty tips and exclusive offers.
Love that. And Panache always has exclusive offers because they're an innovative salon. They believe that self-care is an essential part of a balanced lifestyle. Their dedicated team is passionate about helping you achieve your sense of well-being and confidence that radiates from within. Whether you're treating yourself to a luxurious spa day or enhancing your natural beauty at their salon or exploring their comprehensive range of retail products, they're there to exceed your expectations. Go to getpanache.com and get with it, boo.
Yep.
Alrighty, we got wholesome, hilarious family pictures today. These are a little awkward, though.
Okay.
Look at this first one, this cattle dog with the baby. It's like the dog
okay.
farted and the baby's like, oh.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
Ooh, is anyone else afraid of this next one? Yeah.
Yep.
This is Freddy Krueger's daughter?
Okay,
Not quite sure.
that's scary.
Little
She
creepy.
has kind of an adult face
Yes,
there.
let's lift the chin and relax the face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, remember this one.
Oh, remember? Yes, this is like the real estate agent at 3 years old. Yes, we have
this, one. This looks like every real estate agent's picture.
Yeah.
Why do I see real estate agent pictures and they're 40 years younger in on their card than they are in real life?
Yeah, is this a Snapchat filter? Not quite sure, yeah.
Right.
Next up, Halloween costume in 1992, spaghetti and clam sauce. This is again from the Italian brothers and daughters.
Yeah, right, will not be served along with the sausage and pepper
Not
subs.
good. Next up, my great-grandmother, after wrapping her car around a tree. We're proud of herself here, yeah.
Well, there you go. That's a tough lady, man.
Yeah, she was like, it's German. Next up, my husband's high school goth emo Photoshop phase. Yes.
Oh, interesting.
He had an untappable gold mine here. Yes.
Yikes.
Wow.
Okay.
Next up, family went on a trip to Maine and tried to take some family photos, but it was very windy and everyone looks like catalog perfect. And then there's that one on the end there, like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's about to get blown off that dock or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Next up, it's Britney, bitch. It's not really Britney Spears, but definitely looks like her, though, right? From back in the day.
She's back in one of those phases of hers, I guess.
She's swagger. Yeah, I'm just saying. Next up, saw my boyfriend, show my boyfriend a picture of my childhood and then suddenly reproducing with me on this side of the table. Look at that, the LaFonda hair there. It's very bush. Yes.
I know that guy.
Yeah.
I know who that guy grew up to be. So does Rick.
Yeah. And next up, here's another one. 1985. Was I going to recess or into the typing pool?
It's another one who looks like a real estate agent.
Definitely has that
funny.
look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. Mom hair.
All right. Great show.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
for bringing in Ian and Reuben.
Yes,
Great
sir.
stuff. Thank you, Rick, for pressing all the buttons. You guys out there for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.